Hello and welcome to 7th grade Medieval World History. My name is Miss Dack and I am so excited to be teaching your wonderful students this year. I already shared this little collage with your students, but I just thought I'd share a little bit about myself. I studied at Westmont College in Santa Barbara, and there I studied art history and psychology. I love art and history and English, and I love incorporating that into everything we learn, and especially with our conversations about the past and how that influences today. And I think that is very important for our history class. I also, as many of you know, just recently got married about a week ago, and here are just some other fun things about myself. But overall, I'm just really excited to be here and to be teaching your students again. This is my second year at SPA. So this year, this is our class syllabus. It is also posted on our teacher web pages at our Cocoa Spa website. It is also posted on our Google Classroom page if you wanted to take a closer look at it. But this is our course description. This year will be studying the Roman Empire. We'll be studying the Age of Reason, starting at the 18th century. We're going to be looking at medieval Europe, the rise of Islam, medieval Africa, Japan, China, Mesoamerica, the Renaissance, the Reformation and Scientific Revolution, the Age of Exploration, and then we'll be ending with the Age of Reason. These are some of the cognitive skills we'll be looking at this year, if you'd like to take a look at this. For the supplies, I do recommend having a notebook for taking notes. If students are preferring to do some of their projects by hand, then it's optional to have colored pencils and scissors for some of those projects, but they're also not needed. Just your Chromebook is fine for this class. For our grading policy, I follow SPA's student handbook and also the model of Summit Learning. So the way the grades break down is that projects are 80% of the students' grades, and then power focus areas are 14% of their overall grade, and additional focus areas are 6% of that overall grade. I also follow the Academic Honesty Handbook from SPA, and this is my teacher credo. I believe in every single student, and I'm here to listen to your students. And in our class, all voices are important, and I'm just really excited to grow and learn together. So Summit Learning, which I mentioned before, and most of you have already probably taken a look at, is our learning platform where we will be submitting and turning in all of those assignments and focus areas. So taking a look at ours, students have already worked on what is history unit. This is where we took a look at what history means to them, what it means to study history, and how that will affect our class for the whole year. I will go into more in a second about the unit we're on right now. But on Summit, it has this course grading. It has all of these units that they can click into, and that's where all of their assignments are. And it also has all of their focus areas. Google Classroom is where I post announcements. I will always be posting our class recordings along with slides that are helpful for them to take additional notes. And then our asynchronous Wednesday homework is also posted on our Google Classroom page. So what are we currently working on? We just started learning about the Roman and Byzantine empires. So for this unit, they will be learning a lot of the background information as they study for those focus areas, and then also during our in-class activities and group discussions. They will then be applying all of the knowledge they learned from that and working on practicing research skills and public speaking skills through our final project, which is a class debate. So this debate is on if Rome was a just society. So students will be assigned a side, so they'll either argue that Rome was a just society or that it was not. They will do research and then create arguments on their position, and then they're going to present this information during our in-class debate. So our in-class debate will take place over multiple class periods, and students will be assigned to a specific day. And when they're not debating, they will have different things to fill out. And then we will also be doing a short reflective paragraph on this unit after the debate. So I just wanted to go over some of our classroom and Zoom norms. I know this is a very different way to start the year, that we are on Zoom, and it's definitely different than being in person. So I think it definitely has some different norms that we need to always be reminded of when we come to class. So all students are great at this, but being on time is really important. Our classes are 50 minutes, so I love to be able to get started at the beginning and really dive into those warm-ups and everything that we have to do for the day. One mic is always important, so if students can have their mics on mute unless they are speaking or called on. I always encourage students to rise up and be in charge of their own learning, come to class prepared, ready to participate. I always encourage uplifting each other, so we can show little emoji reactions or support in the chat. We should always respect everyone's right to learn and be mindful of others. And then I always encourage to ask questions and do so in the chat. In our class, we also have a moderator, Miss Bennis, and she can help with any technology problems that are happening during the class period. So I always recommend students private messaging Miss Bennis or myself with some of those questions during class. And then lastly, my contact information. Please feel free to email me anytime with questions, concerns. If you want to set up a one-on-one meeting with me, we can definitely do that. I know that you know your 7th grader best, and I always love insight for the best ways to teach them, and I just want them to be successful this year. Here's my email, cassandra.stack@cocospa.org. And then my office hours are Monday, Thursdays, and Fridays from 3:30 to 4:20. It is the same link as our history class link. I also do appointments, so if this time does not work for your student, they can just send me an email and we can set up a different time to meet. So thank you all for joining us tonight. I'm sorry that I can't meet you in person, but please feel free to email me at any time. And I'm so excited to learn and to teach your students this year.